Hong Kong Direct is your weekly racing roundup full of news, views, previews, interviews and special guests. And coming up on the show today, it's the first group race of the season, the Celebration Cup at Sha Tin. We'll catch up with trainer Douglas Whyte, and on the undercard, two of the up-and-comers here in Hong Kong. We'll hear from connections of Naboo Attack and Killer B. They go round in race number 10. Very warm welcome to the show. I'm Andrew Lejeune. Slightly different location for you today. We're at Happy Valley. The trials were here this morning, so good place to catch up with some of the connections ahead of the weekend action. The main event, as I mentioned before, is the Celebration Cup. The feature on the 10-race program comes up as race number 7. It's a Group 3 over the 1,400 metres. It is a handicap as well. Southern Legend back for his 4th time in this race, and 4th in the last 2 runnings to be ridden by Zach Byrne's got a rate record on this horse. Mighty Giant, speed from him with Matthew Poon. Last year's Derby winner Sky Darcy, Casper Found's Joe Moreira, Champions Way, Duke Y, Russian Emperor. All these horses now from Duke Y on are out of the handicap. Buddies, Tourbillon Diamond comes up in trip, his 2nd start for the season, as it is for Decrypt, who was a long way down the field behind Harmony Ridge here at Happy Valley, incidentally, when they broke the track record on that occasion. So an interesting starting point for a number of horses as they build, hopefully, towards the internationals. One of those horses is Russian Emperor.
Russian Emperor was an expensive purchase for last season's 4-year-old Classic Series in Hong Kong and has so far only shown flashes of his ability. After winning the Hampton Court Stakes at Royal Ascot in 2020, the son of Galileo finished 7th in the Epsom Derby for Aidan O'Brien before moving to join Douglas Whyte's stable. A few early races were needed before he made his mark in February in the Hong Kong Classic Cup over 1,800 metres, finishing 2nd in what looked to be a perfect lead-up run for the Derby.
Healthy Happy still leads. Shadow Hero, excellent proposal. Healthy Happy for Bedell's in front, kicking strongly. Great front running ride. Healthy Happy won the Classic Cup.
But at the big dance in March, it wasn't to be, as he was denied by some Joe Moreira magic on Sky Darcy.
Sky Darcy leads. Russian Emperor's 2 lengths away with Panfield. Sky Darcy needs the post. Russian Emperor running out of time. It's Joe and Sky Darcy for the Derby.
He would go on to tackle 2 more races, but both were without joy. First, in the Group 3 Queen Mother Memorial Cup over 1.5 miles, before his campaign ended with a 6th place in the Group 1 Standard Chartered Champions and Chater Cup. Sunday's distance might be too sharp for Russian Emperor, but it will be intriguing to see how he returns with bigger and more lucrative targets to come later in the season.
Douglas, before we get on to Sunday's race and the Celebration Cup, exciting to see Russian Emperor back. Can you just give us your brief assessment of how he achieved, or what he achieved last year, and how quickly he adapted to Hong Kong racing?
He took his time, being a European horse, but you know, his first 2 runs was more an introduction for him to the racing and for me to learn about him, and he started to really come good the race before the Derby in the Derby trial, and we all know that what he did in the Derby. You know, he ran a fantastic race, and he's been gelded since, so looking forward to the season.
On the gelding operation, I know you ride him a lot in track work as well. Have you seen a difference in his attitude and his work straight away, or is that something that normally takes time? We won't see a change till later down the track.
He's changed. I think he's changed more at the stable than at track work. He was never a nasty horse. He was just a bit of a big, robust individual. But his temperament has certainly changed significantly in the yard. He was starting to get coltish, and he was starting to get very thick in his wind.
The race on Sunday, the Celebration Cup, our first group race of the season, exciting race with Sky Darcy, the horse that beat you in the Derby, of course, returning as well. What are your thoughts? Handicap company gets in with a lightweight, but 1,400 metres. Yeah,
look, the weight's obviously going to be beneficial. The distance is a query, but he's certainly going out to do his best, but he hasn't run for a long time, so he needs to get back into competition. He needs to get back into the racing mentality of things. So it's a good place to start him off.
And Jerry Chow, you're giving him the leg up as well, so he won't claim as an apprentice, and he might even do a little bit of overweight as well. So you put a lot of confidence in Jerry with a ride like this.
Jerry, you know, he's part of the team now. He knows the horse. He's going to do 2 pounds overweight, but you know, he's got a light enough weight to handle at 2 pounds over. He's only got 115 in his back, And there's nowhere to hide, you know, with his rating, whether he carries 2 pounds over or minus 2 pounds, there's nowhere to hide. It's a difficult rating, so he's got to go out there and he's got to face the tough boys now.
And as far as the race is concerned, I'm sure whatever happens is going to tell you a lot about where you go later in the season. But what are you hoping to see, and where are you hoping to go for later campaigns?
Well, I mean, you like to think the internationals. You know, you always think big with a horse like him, but he's got to step up and he's got to produce the goods. I think if he runs a creditable race, he'll be in with a shot going to the bigger races this season.
Well, thanks to Douglas Whyte then. So a starting point for Russian Emperor, as it is for a number of the other horses as well. Derby winner Sky Darcy back, Southern Legend, top weight. Does make me think a horse like Mighty Giant maybe, who might be more of his grand final on Sunday. Might be worth looking at him, or a Duke Y, or even a Tourbillon Diamond for that matter as well. That's the main event and the Celebration Cup. The last race on the programme though, really competitive, with 2 of Hong Kong's hottest tickets in town going round in the last.
As they run to the 400-metre mark, Amazing Star, Duke Y between them, Lucky Patch 3 up, Winning Dreamer held up, now Naboo Attack is out, and his outside is California Rad, the leader Duke Y, Lucky Patch, Naboo Attack, the big lumps coming at them now, Naboo Attack went past Duke Y and Lucky Patch, Naboo Attack, he came, he commanded, and he conquered, Naboo Attack won it.
He had a tummy ache after the race, but for the last 2.5 weeks he's been very good, and his gallops have been very encouraging. So I just need speed in the race, because he'll be coming from the back. I warn punters, he'll be coming from the back. There's no doubt Killer B is very good. Young horse on the rise. It'll be a good clash.
Killer B is next. He's 7 lengths off them, and he hooks to the outside now, Joe, from Beauty Spirit. Beauty Amigo leads with 300 metres to go. Mig Energy, Ella Gear, out wide at Killer B. He continues to make ground, and then came Momentum Galaxy. Killer B ran past the others. Dublin Star with a late dash, but Killer B raced away from Ella Gear. Dublin Star and Mig Energy. It's a fabulous 5 for Founds, and Killer B wins again.
He's a horse that has shown a lot of ability, has been winning races very impressively in circumstances that sometimes horses just can't win, and he was able to still do it. So all these things that he has done last season gets us very excited for sure.
He starts off over 1,200 metres again. Have you been happy with his preparation, his trials and his track work leading up to Sunday?
The preparation has been good. He's been actually much more mature than he was last season. In 1 or 2 races he gave us a little bit of a hard time to walk into the gate, and this time he's been more forward. We learned a little bit about the horse. We're trying to do a few things different with him, and he's been responding very well. In regards to his fitness, I don't think all the best horses at the moment, they wouldn't be 100% quite yet. Neither this guy, Killer B, but he's pretty fit to go back to the races, and I'd be very, very surprised if he goes there and run a bad race.
It's a tremendous race, that final event. Naboo Attack possibly heading towards the internationals. Killer B towards the 4-year-old series. Can't wait for the clash there in race 10. So as far as the diary is concerned, next week or so here in Hong Kong, obviously at Sha Tin for the Celebration Cup on Sunday. No Happy Valley midweek because it's National Day on Friday. So back to Sha Tin for the National Day Cup there. Happy Valley the following Wednesday night. So that brings you right up to speed what's happening at the moment. We're going to leave you this week with last year's Celebration Cup. Now this was a traditional starting point for Beauty Generation. The champ was rolled last year though by Golden 60. You have to wait till November to see Golden 60 go round again, but enjoy this, and we'll see you again on Sunday. Bring all the action from Hong Kong direct to you.
Celebration Cup, they're racing to a perfect start. Carrying Star and Buddies both away quickly. Southern Legend Champions way handy. Beauty Generation is 5th on the rail, and Golden 60 is a length away to his outside. Rattan 3 out from Dances with Dragon and Fast Most Furious. Precious Ship getting through inside of them, and Elusive State is last. Carrying Star with 1,000 metres left to go, and the speed is slow. 3 wide is Buddies, and Southern Legend racing handy 3rd. Beauty Generation is 4th on the rail, and Champions Way is 5th. 3 wide Rattan, and next to the inside is Precious Ship. Golden 60 split runners from Fast Most Furious 3 wide. Dances with Dragons second last and Elusive Staters last. They've allowed Car Ying Star to control the speed of the race, and he leads with Chad Schofield by a neck. 3 wide Champions Way, buddies between horses. Beauty Generation's running fourth after a bit of room. Then Southern Legend, Golden 60's out and running now. Champions Way with 300 metres to go. Leads a length over Golden 60. Then Beauty Generation and Buddies, 250 to run. Golden 60 went by Champions Way. Then Beauty Generation, it's Golden 60. He's going to pick up in his 5-year-old season where he left the 4-year-old season, and Golden 60, the new kid's in town. He beat Beauty Generation and Champions Way.